this is so, like, these are so on opposite ends of the spectrum, and I have both, and I love that. I'm gonna shit my pants.
Okay. I'll call you later, alright?
Bye!
Yeah. She asked me, really, do you love me? I said,
Hello. So, you're probably wondering what I'm doing. Well, today is a really important day. I had a really important interview and it stressed me out. It actually didn't really stress me out, like, it was a really good interview. I think I did really well. I feel like I made myself stand out during the group exercises, and I think I had a really good one-on-one interview, and the person who interviewed me is from New Jersey and from Montclair, so, you know, Newark, Montclair, besties. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about what I did an interview for because I don't want to jinx it, but to relieve my stress, I'm going to go make cookies. Which means we're gonna go make cookies. I don't think I've ever filmed in my kitchen before. Oh, Mira's calling. Hey. And then I FaceTime Chris, and Chris is like, why are you calling me in the middle of your interview? I was like, what defines me? Okay, so I'm literally sitting in front of the oven because I forgot to set a timer before I put the cookies in. But last night there was a I don't know what those pop-up things are called, but it's like one of those like, oh, everyone's posting on them too, right? One of those things. So there was one that said, name every show you've seen in 2022, ... go. So I thought I'd just talk about all the concerts I've been to this year. They're actually all in vlogs for the first time ever, which is really cool. So I guess I'll just put the vlogs in the description. But in May, I went to an evening with Silk Sonic with my mom and my godmother and their good friend Sharon. And then together we all went to the Billboard Music Awards the next day, which was super cool because, like, Becky G and Megan Thee Stallion were performing. Then I saw Nelly with my cousin at the Ocean Resort. My godmother got free tickets. And then I went to MXM Tunes Rising Tour with my friend Kat. They are one of my favorite people in the entire world, and I am so happy that we got to see MXM Tune together. And then I went to Gov Ball Day 3 with Layla and Chris. That was absolutely insane. Becky G again for one, and then J. Cole for the first time, which was cool. Then I saw Stray Kids, and that's when I met Michael, and Michael has become my concert buddy. Then aespa at Good Morning America with my cousin Jamie. Then Wild Card Tour with Michael. And then Demi at GMA with my cousin Jamie. And then I went to Harry Styles Love on Tour. I believe that was night 13 out of 15. Then NCT 127, Neo City The Link. I didn't go with Michael or anyone. I went to that one by myself, which was definitely different compared to the other ones, but also like NCT is my old group. That's when I met Chrysanthemum and Kristen. And then I saw Demi Lovato for the Holy Fuck tour with Asada. I love hanging out with Asada, and I'm really glad I got to do that more this year, especially like working with her. And then Flo Milli's Monster Energy presents Monster Energy Outbreak presents Flo Milli. Flo Milli Girls Just Want to Have Fun tour. That is a mouthful, and I'm not sure which one to say, but both of those things. And it was like Flo Milli, Mona Leo, Gogo Moro, freaking Maya the Dom came out, and like I loved Healthy. I didn't listen to it as much as like Kat. Flo Milli brought out all these like artists, and it was cool. What was it? I think it's the Girl Code. She brought them out too, which was really nice. So there's a lot of New York artists. And then me and Kat had VIP, so we met Flo Milli, and then Kat and I got IHOP afterwards. Best day ever. Best day ever. Then I went to ITZY Checkmate Tour, which was another show that I kind of spontaneously went to. I actually was in the area for Cortica, which is Ithaca's annual football game. This year it was at Yankee Stadium. I wasn't gonna go, and then Alma didn't have anyone to go with, and I was like, okay, me and Alma can sit together while Cassie, David, and Kat sit together. And then like we all just ended up sitting together by Abby, which was great because I hadn't seen Abby at all this year. And I'm so glad I got to see her. And then the last concerts, which are probably my most recent concert vlogs at this point, are the ATEEZ Fellowship Break the Wall, day 1 and day 2. And I went with Michael again. First day I technically didn't go with Michael because we were sitting separate places, but we ended up hanging out the entire time. So Michael bestie. So those are the concerts I went to this year, which is like I think 16, which is not a normal year for me. Definitely not. Usually I would go to around 1 or 2 a year. But I think because it's been so long since I've been to a concert because of COVID and everything, I kind of went crazy. Yeah, in 2022 I went to 16, but in 2019 I went to 2, 2017 I went to 2, 2016 I went to 2. Like, it's not normal. The only other concerts I've been to, I think I might as well talk about them since I've never talked about them. Going backwards, you'll never guess what my first concert is. You should comment down below right now what you think it is, because you'll never guess. A singular concert in 2021, which is actually the Quail album release party. Quail is like an independent band that is like on my campus, or not on my campus. It's formed by former Ithaca College students or current Ithaca College students, and I remember like first hearing about them, I don't know, my sophomore maybe year, and I just loved them. I loved them, and they dropped an album, and I listened to that a lot. Like I put it on everyone's playlist. I'm like, you should listen to Quail. Oh, and then in 2019, there's only 2 concerts. I said that before. First, it was May 31st to June 2nd. I went to Gov Ball. So I went all day, 3 days. It was me and my friend Kat, and that was Tyler the Creator, Brockhampton, Jesse Reyes, Jeremy Zucker, the internet. Oh my god, that was absolutely insane. Oh, Sunflower Bean. This was such a good. Oh, Calpurnia. Finn Wolfhard's group. I remember everyone was like, Mike. And then after that, I went to Pretty Much FOMO tour. That's when I was still a really big Pretty Much fan, and Mackenzie Ziegler opened for them. one of my friends is actually really good friends with Edwin, so I actually met Edwin and Brandon afterwards, which absolutely insane. I'm at that moment in my concert girl era, I was quaking. Also, Nick is like was my favorite, so it was crazy because like Edwin's friends were like, we should go find Nick, and I was like, we definitely shouldn't. Don't do that to me. Don't play me. Don't embarrass me. And then in 2018, the only concert I went to was Logic Presents Bobby Tarantino versus Everybody. I used to be like the biggest Logic fan, and it was Logic, NF, and Super Duper Kyle. Kyle, I ain't been getting high on real media. Or maybe a little, baby, I don't wanna lie. 2017, 2 concerts again. Gov Ball, only day 1. And it was because of Chance the Rapper. And I also saw Lorde and Kehlani. This is when Kehlani became the most important person in my life. And then the only other thing I did in 2017 was Janet Jackson with my mom. That was insane. And then Girls Night In. 2016. Okay, 2016 and 2015 are like my like YN MagCon girl, whatever. I don't even know. So in 2016 I went to Girls Night In, which was like Allison Stoner, Jessie Page, Nikki DeMar, Gabby DeMar, and Alicia Marie. And only one of, well, now I think now officially 3 of them are artists, but like at the time only Allison Stoner was like an actual artist. Actually, Nikki and Gabby like had music. Okay, so it was just funny because not all of them like actually sang. And it's like what like I paid to like watch them make a skit. But it was really cute, and like Jessie played her guitar and Alicia played the drums. That was back when it was like a secret. I feel like everyone knows Alicia plays the drums now. And it was insane. So I went to Girls Night in 2016. Oh, and then random, again, YouTube era. Troye Sivan performed at Six Flags. I don't know why, but I saw it with my cousin and it was amazing. Blue Neighborhood Live was the best moment of my life. 2015, I went to DigiFest NYC. And Demi Lovato was the big headliner. So again, I've seen Demi Lovato 3 times in my entire life, which is really cool. DigiFest NYC. Oh, are the cookies done? We're gonna check on the cookies. Pause. Checked the inside. They are done. They look a little mushy right now, but they're done. Oh yeah, they're done. The bottom is burnt. They're done.
Lazy Sunday mornings, hiding under covers. I don't mind staying in with you. Play your favorite movie, laying right beside me. I don't mind when it's just us two. That corner coffee shop we like to go. Late night walks with you to take me home. With you I never feel alone.
These little songs make me glad to call you mine. And you have got my head in the clouds.
1, 2, 3. I forgot how tooth-rottingly sweet they are. And I'm out of water. Great. Okay, anyway, I was in the middle of finishing, so it won't take long. I think the last thing I talked about, DigiFest NYC. So DigiFest NYC was like something I wanted to do because Demi Lovato was the big one. Other performances included Jack and Jack, Sammy Wilkinson, Skate, Mahogany Locks with her, I think it's when her song Boom was out. B Miller, oh my god, B Miller, icon. Oh my god, she's right there. And Twames. Oh my god, that's so funny. Thank God for Setlist FM, because I would have forgot half of these things. Anyway, and then last, I hope you took a guess. My first ever concert back in 2013, February 25th, 2013, when I was 13 years old, was Emblem 3 at the Wellmont Theater in Montclair. And this is especially funny because MKTO opened, and MKTO was one of my favorite groups, but I didn't know who they were at the time. Like, I kind of forgot, and then I got back into MKTO because of that concert, and I was a big Emblem 3 girl. I have no proof of this concert happening. You know, I've like looked it up. I can't find anything. I can't even find what the tour shirt used to look like. I had the tour shirt. I've moved so many times. I have no idea where that shirt is. But my first concert was in fact Emblem 3. And it's the only concert I have no proof of going. I have the paper ticket still. Hold one moment. My room's a little messy right now, so I don't know where it is anymore, but I found it when I was cleaning one of the other days. I need to reorganize, but I did in fact find, this is not new, this is this is not old, it's new, the Flo Milli VIP picket, or keychain, whatever you call these things. And then I also have my DigiFest NYC bronze. Bronze, if it ever comes down to it, I don't even know if DigiFest still exists. Bronze is a scam. None of the people in the bronze meet and greet did I even know, but all the people in the gold and silver I knew. And I stood, I'm not going to talk about one person that I got a selfie with because he's a predator. Yikes. But the other one, I have a photo with Kingsley. And he like spoke to me. He was like, "Didn't you get a photo already?" And I was like, "No." And then he took a photo with me. And that's my 1 second interaction with Kingsley. And it was crazy because if anyone went to this and remembers this, it was my mom. But my mom became like the parent because we were like, it was in Citi Field and the DigiFest staff was doing such a bad job at lines that my mom took it upon herself to make lines, be the line leader, make sure people were standing where they needed to be. And these little girls came up to my mom like, "This man cut us in line." Went over there. "What is this? You're setting a terrible example for your daughters." Got on his ass. I love my mom. She's my favorite person. But yeah. And like, so the other parents, because security is confused and doesn't know what they're doing, like they they manipulated / like girl bossed their way into getting meet and greets with like the Dolan twins for their daughters and stuff. And they asked my mom if she wanted to one as well, and she was just like, "No, it's okay," because my mom, you know, that moral compass. So I could have met the Dolan twins. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. It's crazy that I'm still obsessed with YouTube like I was then, but like now it's like an okay amount. I just got rid of my like YouTuber merch. I had like Adeline Morin. I had Connor Franta's like, what is it called? Internet Kids Never Sleep sweatshirt. I had Tyler Oakley's like I Can't Stop Watching YouTubers. The only YouTube merch that I have now, oh, I got rid of Sarati's merch too. The only YouTube merch I still have right now is a Troy beanie that like in middle school people thought it was the Trixie Skate Company, so I could pretend to be cool. And Alicia Marie's don't believe everything you see on social media, because that sweatshirt is really cool. Okay, so that's it for this video. I probably had like 4 or 5 cookies. My mom had 1 and she was making a joke about how I burnt them. The bottoms are just a little harder. Okay? adds to the crunch flavor, whatever. Yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for stress baking with me. And yeah, I have to go do work now, so I'm out.
Where your brains go? Tryna get that picture with me, better catch my angles.
Yeah. She asked me, really, do you love me? I said, no.